What's going on, everybody? My name is Ben, and welcome back to another episode here on Ben Builds. We're back on the PV-1 Ventura, and today we are going to push hard here onto the aircraft, try to get some paint on the plastic, get this thing primed up, and ready to go ahead and really start laying down the colors for our camouflage. Now, the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to focus on the landing gears. We have to go ahead and hand brush those because I didn't airbrush them before I installed them, but that's fine. That should be easy to do. We're going to be using some Vallejo aluminum color here. I've got it all ready to go. I'm going to throw it in my paint cup, and then we're going to hand paint all of that. So let's go ahead and jump in and get this thing rolling. All right, everybody, landing gears are painted, and we also went ahead and masked off the navigator's astrodome. That's all set, ready to go. And we went ahead and cleaned up all the seams on the bombs, got them all squared away. We also installed them onto some old matchsticks, and we are going to be installing them into this piece of foam core. The reason I'm doing this is because, well, I don't want to have to hold on to each matchstick. I want to keep them up off the ground so I can go ahead and airbrush them without having to worry about getting dirt, fingerprints, dust, anything like that on them. So this is a really good way to go ahead and keep them elevated, and I don't have to hold them. I just hold the piece of foam core, airbrush the whole thing, and we're good to go. So this is the best way, I think, to go ahead and do these, get these things ready to go, so when I'm ready to go ahead and install them, they'll be all set. We also have to work on the wheels as well. These are going to be that flat black, and then I'm going to paint the center hub silver. Though I'm not sure if I'm going to get to that silver part today, as I want to make sure these really have plenty enough time to dry. So let's go ahead and get these all airbrushed and move on from here. No rest for the wicked. So the bomb bays and the wheel wells are all nicely protected with a layer of tissue paper. So that is good. We're ready to go. I'm also going to throw some tissue paper into the top turret. I don't want to install the turret quite yet. So we're just going to go ahead and block that off so we don't get paint everywhere. And then we can move on to priming. So for our primer, we're going to be using NATO Black. It's my tried and true go-to primer color. I just like how it looks. It's not too black. It's also not too gray. It's right in the middle. It's got a little touch of green in it too, so that should help with some of the cooler colors I'm going to be using. We're just going to go ahead and load it up in the airbrush, and we're going to prime the entire aircraft in NATO Black. So let's go ahead and get this going. We're looking good. Well, I gotta tell you guys, this aircraft looks pretty menacing. All in black like this, it looks pretty wicked. But anyway, guys, we are ready to go ahead and move on to the next stage. We have drop tanks all painted up. We've got the aircraft all painted up. Everything is really awesome. Everything is painted. We've got the bombs drying off on the side. That's looking pretty decent. We've got our wheels painted. Everything is looking really, really sweet. So now we're gonna have to come back here and we have to discuss the colors for the Ventura. Now, it's actually a 3-tone color scheme. We've got 2 top colors and 1 bottom color. Now, the side color here is going to be a medium intermediate blue. Then the top color is going to be a dark sea blue. And then we have the underside color, which is going to be a flat white. Again, I'm going to use all Tamiya colors. I think those are probably the best for me right now and for my airbrush. We've got a large flat white and a small flat white. We're going to go with the large one because it's new. We're also going to try to do a little bit of marbling coat, a little bit of pre-shade with some red brown. I'm not sure, but I think that might show up really nicely underneath the white. So we pulled off all the wings. The fuselage is bare and ready to go. We're going to have to airbrush the entire underside of this with our red brown, get all the nice panel lines highlighted, and then we'll come back with a very light mixture of white and blend it all together. We might need to come back with a little bit of buff mixed in with some white to give it a little bit of an off shade. But I think we're going to run just with the red brown and the flat white and see what we come up with. So let's go ahead and get this done. All right, everybody, as you can see here, we have finished the bottom side of the Ventura. We have everything covered in a nice flat white. Hopefully you can tell that it is not all one solid color. We have little variations popping through here and there. That red brown actually worked pretty well, so I'm happy with it. Next episode, we're going to come on back. We're going to have to go ahead and paint the dark sea blue and then the intermediate medium blue, and then we can paint the octopus. We're going to put that on there in paint. I know I have a decal for it, but I don't really want to use it. I want to try painting. Speaking of decals, I've made a couple of scans actually, of the decal sheet itself. I should be able to take this, cut out that octopus tentacle decal, make a little template for myself, make some masks, throw that down, and just try my luck with painting it. So we're going to go ahead and call it quits for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Next episode, we're going to get some more paint on this bird, and it should be looking pretty sweet. Until then, you know the drill. Get yourself some bench time, have some fun, and we'll see you soon. Thanks so much, guys.